We have with us Ashwani Sharma joining us on to discuss the Haryana election results. Which have just sort of now consolidated. It seems they were. It was a little. It's become very decisive. It's a completely decisive win for the BJP. Though it didn't start that way in the morning. So Ashwani ji, why do you think there was this a little bit of confusion about the Congress leading when the votes the counting started, and then it's completely changed now? And it's a very, very strong showing by the BJP.
Sir, it's very interesting, and that shows the politics of Haryana. As I was watching Rahul Gandhi's meeting some days back, and he was showing a jalebi ka dabba and all that. The Haryana politics is seen as a jalebi. Well, it can turn around anyway. So, in fact, it's a remarkable victory for the BJP, and it's a stunning victory, in fact, for the BJP, and it creates a history in Haryana. No party has ever come to the power for a third time.
Correct.
As we see the trends, the trends seems to be stable now. The Congress is at 35 and BJP 49, which is a total reversal, which initially we were seen in the morning. So how it happened? It's a very strange phenomenon in Haryana. Basically, there is a quite a caste polarization in Haryana. Initially, most of the reporters who have gone to the field, even the analysts, the exit poll, everybody suggested that it's the Congress which is leading in this election, and because of the Jat majority. And the Jats are siding with the Bhupinder Singh Hooda, who was turning to be a chief ministerial phase, and it was Hooda who managed most of the tickets. That's why Shailaja, who is equally a senior leader in the party, had been sulking and had been saying that she may not go to the campaign. Even initially, she did not go to the campaign also. Right. So, as the narrative built up during these days, during the campaign, I think the non-Jat voters got together, and the BJP managed to polarize all those non-Jat votes towards its side.
Yeah,
the Jat vote went to the Congress in block, and in some areas there is a very interesting where the candidates had a good image in the BJP side. Even the Jats voted for them.
Yes. In fact, I think as many as 8 of their ministers have been voted back.
Yeah. And I think BJP played a very, very good strategy in this election, not giving ticket to those who were sitting MLAs.
Just one, Ashwani ji, just before we come to the BJP, the two things that you mentioned here, one that Rahul Gandhi was showing this box of jalebis, sweets even before. That is one. And two, this factionalism, this fight between Bhupinder Singh Hooda and Shailaja. Do you think, I mean, there was early celebrations. I mean, there were, I think, crackers being burst and sweets being distributed at the Congress office, I think after the exit polls came. I mean, that's a bit premature to celebrate, really. So, but do you think, actually, in some sense, these are the two real factors which led to their downfall? One, this overconfidence, a kind of a hubris that, this election is done, we are through. And two, the factionalism, within the Congress leaders, say between Hooda and Shailaja, which you just mentioned. Would you consider these two to be the biggest reasons for the Congress's poor showing?
Definitely. I think the factionalism in the Congress was the key factor for the Congress reversal in this election, as the initial results were showing. So most of the tickets were managed by Hooda for his voters, and the other side got very upset with those tickets. And even I was told by certain sources that some of the candidates who were potential to win the elections, they were denied tickets to favor Hooda's supporters. So this also worked against the Congress. And
it also seems, yes, that's correct. It also seems, the central leadership left it all too much to one person. I think they were betting too much on Hooda's, popularity, or now it turns out that not so popular, and his administrative and political sort of skill to maneuver this election, but that has definitely failed.
Yeah, definitely. And even I'm told by my sources that Huda also never wanted the Rahul Gandhi to campaign extensively in Haryana. That's why his campaign was limited only one or two meetings, I think. So Huda
Yeah.
wanted to have his this thing to overshadow the election, to have his men in the elections, and ultimately to rule the politics of Haryana. So he thought that
Yeah.
he has grown in size and he doesn't care for anybody, and Jats are with him. But that overconfidence, I think, played against him.
In fact, another point that the analysts have been discussing is the areas where Rahul Gandhi did go for his Bharat Jodo Yatra. There the Congress have fared so poorly. They have been, I think, out of it comes to about 8 or 9 assembly seats. I think they have won only one. So in some ways, I mean, even when the central leadership did step in Haryana, even there they have not fared well.
Yeah, definitely. That is the reason of infightings in the Congress party. And Congress machinery was not geared up for that. As the BJP's machinery was very well geared up, they had the strategies for every district, every constituency. But the Congress had no plans. The Congress only highlighted its anti-incumbency issues and Jats not getting their share in the politics and all that. So all these things and Modi factor, they try to also play against the Modi factor. That
Yeah.
Agniveer and some other issues, Vinish Fogart and all that. So Congress did not go to the ground issues actually. They thought we have some ready-made recipes ready, farmers' issues, Agniveer, and BJP's anti-incumbency for the 10 years.
In fact, that anti-incumbency that has, I think, backfired the most. All these theories that analysis that was happening before the elections. Them removing Khattar and instilling a new chief minister out of the blue. Suddenly, and that move seems to have worked actually for the BJP now.
That has really helped the BJP, and new chief minister looked like a very sober person, and he never attacked even the Congress that way, very
Yes.
harshly as the Congress way was doing it. And he conducted himself very well. And in fact, it was looking that Nayab Singh Saini has got a very bad legacy of Khattar, the chief minister
Yes.
Manoj Khattar. So, but he tried to turn everything into the positive sense. And sir, every time in a Haryana elections, there is the issue of corruptions and the law and order. These two issues were not a big factor in these elections.
Right.
In every election you have seen, even during Chotalas, the
Right.
corruption and law and order used to be the biggest issue. But in
Yes.
this election, there was no this kind of a big election issue that there was a huge corruption, though the Congress has been raising the issue of unemployment
Yeah,
crisis
but
and
you're
all that.
right. Corruption was really not an election issue. I mean, nobody really brought that up as one. Ashwini ji, you've been, of course, reporting on Haryana now for so many years. The dynasties, the 4 or 5 dynasties which have ruled Haryana for so long. Do you think with this result, with especially with the kind of setback that Mr. Huda is facing now. You think that is it's kind of coming to an end too? It's like a new way of politics. Nayab Singh Saini, as you said, was really a kind of a new face even to so many people within the BJP. To be selected as the chief minister. So you think this the politics of the state is finally, after about say 30 odd decades, is taking a turn towards a new way of politics now?
Sir, you remember we have done a column from a specialist from Haryana, Professor Rajinder Sharma. He is a professor
That's
of
right.
political science. He has said that it's an era which is over. The Lals of Haryana and the Huddas of Haryana and the
Chautalas.
Chotalas of Haryana, that phase is over. The people don't accept. People want the people in the power to deliver, and they want the people who are accessible to them. For that matter, uh, Even Moronlal Khattar was very accessible chief minister. He was not having that kind of a thing. And now in the elections, BJP strategically kept him out of the elections. He was not seen in big rallies. Even Amit Shah and Nadda's rallies were held, and he was not seen very
Yeah.
frequently in the rallies. So BJP has really conducted the elections very scientifically, and I think they had the ground reports that at some point of time, the the non-Jat communities, even Dalits, the Congress thought that they will have the Dalit vote bank with Shailaja being there. But
No, not
even
has.
it looks that even the Dalits have not supported the Congress as such. So this election, I think, will go down to the history for so many factors. The one is BJP having third term in the election in the history of Haryana
Yes.
continuously.
This has never happened in Haryana.
Number two, the polarization kind of a thing, Jat and non-Jats completely weighing towards them. And then anti-incumbency not working. In every elections after 5 years, there used to be huge anti-incumbency against the incumbent government, whether it's Chotala or Lal's ruling,
Yeah,
even Huda that matter.
that's right.
This time, I think because of the
I think also why I think why also the the analysts and the political pundits and Congress in particular got swayed by this kind of reasoning is also the Lok Sabha elections, where the BJP did not really fare as well as they were expected to. So I think there was this analysis that now this is going to be reflected in the Vidhan Sabha elections even more, and this kind of rejection or this anti-incumbency, or this the Khattar being removed and a new chief minister being put in, etc. But that analysis is also not worked.
That's right. So sometimes the political party learn from their mistakes. They had certain mistakes and they had certain issues
You
during the
mean
Lok
from
Sabha
June
election.
4th?
Lok Sabha
Hmm.
elections. But now I think they corrected those issues and kept some of the people away from the elections, including MLAs, sitting MLAs. And I was just told a few minutes back that most of the sitting Congress MLAs have lost. That means the anti-incumbency has worked against the sitting
Correct.
Congress MLAs.
That's right.
They were not performing well.
Yeah.
So the people want the people who MLAs who perform for them, the government who delivers them, and the government who doesn't indulge in corruption and maintains the law and order. There's a one particular caste which rules the state. So all
Yeah.
these factors, I think this election has set a new trend for the Haryana.
So now, what do you think lies ahead for the chief minister? Because some of the issues that the opposition raised, they do remain. Unemployment is a problem. The farmers' issue has to be resolved one way or the other. Since it's a primarily an agrarian state, so these will be some of the most immediate concerns for the for the well, it's not so new. It may not be a new regime in that sense, but for the Nayab Singh government now,
whether it's
it
continuation.
will continue. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, sir, I have seen the elections in Uttarakhand. The chief minister, which was at the helm of affair that time and who led the election, he lost the elections. But he was retained by the BJP, saying that he got a very little time to organize the things and to do certain things for the state. I think the incumbent chief minister Haryana may get. He is one of the strong contenders now because he led the party to the poll and he won the elections. Surprisingly, when all poll surveys and exit polls were against that. Anil Vij is the most senior leader of the BJP, and I heard him saying that whatever party decide, I'll follow. Initially, he was saying that he is also the chief ministerial candidate. Today he spoke very intelligently, saying that it's the party, whatever party decides, I will perform that job which party assigns to me. So right now, I think the incumbent chief minister may get the chance, which is my assessment on the things.
Do you think his one of the first steps that he takes after, in case he does get sworn in, or whoever the new chief minister is, would be to address the farmers' issue?
I think, sir, some of the farmers' issues are lying with the center government. So it's
Yes.
not the state government which has to do everything. So, but the center, if center takes an initiative and the BJP claims that they have taken certain initiatives for the farmers to address their issues, but sir, the issues of the farmers on the ground are basically the remunerative price for the produce
Crop.
crop. So, there are certain things in the domain of the state government which state government can address. I think that should be a priority, and the center should also, because now the BJP will again say that it's a double engine sarkar in Haryana
Yes.
and all that. So, I think they should do certain things for farmers. They should do certain things for youths who are unemployed. And I think the Agniveer scheme is also being modified and amended by the BJP
Yes.
also. And if they do certain things, corrections in Haryana, they'll also get some help in Punjab also, because Punjab farmers are really up in the arms against the government, rather the central government. So I think
Yeah.
they'll get benefited in Punjab also if Haryana does something great for the farmers.
Okay, thank you very much, Ashwani ji. We leave it at that. So as of now, I think it's very clear now. It's a very decisive win for the BJP in Haryana for the third term.
I heard somebody saying it's a gem in the BJP's basket.
Well, thank you very much, Ashwani ji. Thank you very much for watching.